Hi everyone, it's time for the long-awaited bedroom tour. So I've been meaning to film this video for a while and I finally found the time, but it's just as I'm getting ready to pack up and move. If you haven't heard on my other platforms yet, I'm leaving Brighton in about 2 weeks to move cities to Oxford. There are many reasons why, which I'll elaborate on in a later video, but for now, let me show you around my sanctuary. So this is my collage wall with a blend of themes, but the main idea is a tri-color palette with a mix of 2D and 3D dimension items. I included a lot of my favorite 𝘧𝘪𝘯𝘭𝘭𝘺 kitty items like the 𝘧𝘧𝘪𝘯𝘭𝘺 notebook and some box charms too, and then the photos I saved from Pinterest and ordered the prints from the Free Prints app, and that's not a sponsor by the way. And then I just took my time collecting ephemera over the years, adding and expanding to the collage. I know that these photos of the underwater girls are by photographer and artist Manabu Koga if you wanted to find more of his work. And then these green fluffy mascots are a grandfather and grandson duo of forest sprites created to promote the World Expo in 2005. And that's also where this 𝘧𝘪𝘯𝘭𝘺 kitty towel design comes from. It's my favorite design out of over 3,000, so I have her in a boxed charm form too. Hello Kitty as a sea angel also stole my heart, so I had to use this keychain somewhere, and I even found the matching A4 clear files, which make great mini posters. I found this Dramatical Murder pillowcase on a secondhand app, and I think it was a miracle to be honest. Here's another thing from the 2005 Expo, a small bag. It reminds me of the Meridian Lines emoji, which is one of my favorites to use. And then I've also collected a lot of Marimo Mossball kitty things recently, which you might have seen in my previous vlogs, some of which crosses over with my 𝘧𝘪𝘯𝘭𝘺 kitty collection. And below all of this is my Kallax unit, with each cube dedicated to different things. Starting off strong is my previously mentioned 𝘧𝘪𝘯𝘭𝘺 kitty collection. I'd like to make a video essay about this soon, explaining exactly what the premise of all of this is, so drop a comment if that's something you'd be interested in watching. I have a huge range of items now, from a pocket mirror to a pencil case, and the item I'm currently most looking for is the last book in the collection, the complete catalogue number 3. The next cube is my 𝘧𝘪𝘯𝘭𝘺 collection, which is an old cartoon and DS game series that never made it out of Japan, but it's currently having a resurgence over there thanks to the Heisei era nostalgia. They're dogs that each represent a different type of tea, indicated by their tea leaf ears. You can probably tell who my favorite is, right? I even have most of the DS games they made, which work on my DSi. I can't read any of the text though. Oh, and please ignore the dust by the way, I didn't see much point in cleaning the surfaces as I started packing after filming this. I also have the 3 cartoon series on DVD, but only the first is translated to English on YouTube, so I'll need to get a lot better at the language before I can fully enjoy it. This cube holds my Virus Sweets Gachapon figurines. I have all of Series 1 and 2, and then I didn't really like the Series 3 Halloween designs, so I waited for the next release instead. I have half of the Series 4 designs, as I like those 3 colorways the most. I love my slimy sad girls. This is the very messy Pokemon cubby, mostly dedicated to Piplup. I really need to get some acrylic shelves and start playing with levels and dimensions, which I'll definitely do in my new room. This tiny Manaphy is part of a set from the early 2000s. I remember getting it from a machine in Sainsbury's or something when I was really young, like way before I understood what being a collector was, so I'm really glad I kept it. I also went to the Pokemon pop-up in London when we were hosting the championships a few years ago, so I kept the card holder. The next cube is for my Sanrio collection, mostly my boy Cinnamoroll. I bought this proposal figurine by the company Top Toy recently. How cute does he look in his top hat? Then next along is supposed to be an underwater theme, but it's mostly my Shinkaizoku merchandise right now. They're a very niche Sanrio character, or like a group of characters, and I wish more people knew about them. I even have a bento box and matching chopsticks of their design. And the anglerfish plush I got from a claw machine on the pier. This Hello Kitty keyring is part of an old promotional campaign with Evian Water. They released so many colorways. Oh, and the bento box also came with this cute fabric pouch to carry it in as well. Cube number 7 is supposed to be more of a youthful, vibrant forest vibe with my first ever starter Pokemon and very humble Namiko collection. I'd like to use these books to start learning how to read Japanese. And I even have a tiny Kikoro mascot pouch right here. This fabric box has most of my scrapbooking supplies like ribbons, sticker and paper ephemera, bits of packaging that I've collected and stuff. And then lastly for these shelves, this is the random cube of everything else that didn't match the others. We almost have a frosty winter theme, but the peas in the pod really throw it off, so I'm not very happy with it. To the left, I have a lovely big mirror, and then we have my bookshelves. There are some oversized accessories and Pokemon plushies at the top, and despite Piplup being one of my top favorite Pokemon ever, Turtwig was actually my first starter, so he has a special place in my heart. Then beneath that is my DS collection with a range of original and 3DS games, including the other Ojiken titles. I have a 3DS and a DSi here, but I also have an original DS in storage at my mum's house. I've considered getting a modded DS at some point, but for now I'm very happy with the physical cartridges. This strawberry Hello Kitty has fairy wings on her back, and she was a gift from my brother. This next shelf holds my Club Penguin merchandise, and I was on this game constantly as a child. It was my first and absolute favourite MMORPG, and all of these items are from my childhood. They're so special to me. Like, I made my dad buy me a yearly membership every year. I was on this all the time. You can see we have some play sets, a couple of plushies, and I'm sure I have some more of those somewhere. But also, some of the card games. Does anyone remember their collectible trading cards? This next shelf is still a work in progress, but I've started getting into Vocaloid music recently. I'm really interested in the Sapporo winter festivals, and I started collecting a few of my favourite Snow Miku designs, the 2022 and 25 ones especially. As a crab zodiac sign, I think the subliminal messaging of the crab-inspired motifs really influenced me here. Beside it is my Humble the Dog collection, another thing I loved a lot as a child. These trinkets were a birthday gift last year, and the Wii game is one of my favourites ever. The story is a bit sad and scary in places, and it was a true battle with my feelings as a kid. Next up is my comic book collection. Let's ignore that Japanese title over there, it's too long of a story right now, but I do have this interesting book, a copy of A Clockwork Orange signed by Frank Iero. I didn't actually meet him, though I have seen him live. This was just a gift from an ex-girlfriend. And then these are my Umbrella Academy comics. I got really into comics and zines in my early 20s, and I started reading Kim Reaper, Lumberjanes, and Snot Girl, but I think this is the oldest in my collection. From 1998, it's the adaptation of the Pikachu's Vacation animation. The colours are so vibrant. Liz Suburbia is my favourite indie comic artist, writing some refreshingly queer punk stories. Evidently I can't show you too much, but you should seriously check out their work. Here's my wardrobe. So I got this secondhand and I think it's really cute, but I'll probably decorate the doors a little bit after I move. It's a little blank. The tops are sorted by category and hung up, and the same with my shorts, and then the leggings and the trousers and the out-of-season clothes are in the cubbies. This little rail beside it is great for organising a weekly capsule closet, or for just hanging part-worn clothes. And then underneath here, I store my various bags. These would probably look better hung up on the back of my door, so maybe I'll do that in my new room. Across the back, I've hung some fake vines to create this little seating area for when my friends come to visit. I also bought the iconic Frutiger lamp recently, which looks nice displayed with my clownfish water keychains. I found these secondhand on Vinted. Same as most of my stuff, to be honest. Now if we turn around for a moment, here's my bed, guarded by a giant ryoku. These sheets were gifted to me by a fan and they're my favourite right now. It matches my style so perfectly. And then my bedside table has some of my essentials like a wallet, medicines, earplugs and such. The drawers themselves are something I painted about 4 or 5 years ago now. It's not the most amazing piece, but it is still cute. Back on the other side, next to the chair, is my gaming setup. I have a bubble machine on the top shelf so the bubbles cascade down and create a perfect atmosphere at night. Then around it I've got various trinkets and collectibles like my original Texter Robo-Dog and this Final Fantasy jewelry set that I was gifted a long time ago. Second shelf is of course my Dramatical Murder collection, and you've seen this recently for Alba's birthday vlog. My favourite man. The next shelf down is full of more water-themed trinkets and plushies, including this Pokemon Re-Men Aqua bottle. I ordered it from Mercari, Japan recently. Then we have some more plushies and miscellaneous stuff, and here at the back is a perfectly pinned female blue carpenter bee. Isn't she stunning? I'm actually really into entomology, and I got this as a special birthday gift quite a while ago. On this last shelf, I've got my Isopod plush taking up most of the room, but behind it is a notebook I found recently, again on Mercari, Japan. It's from last year's Japanese collection called Pokemon Diving. I have a tiny sweets tin in the same design that you might have seen before, but I loved it so much that I wanted the art in a bigger form. When I sit at my desk, it's usually in my wheelchair because that's what's comfiest for me, but I think I'd like a proper office chair in my new place. These drawers in here hold all sorts, my DSi and current favourite DS games, my trinkets, and then most of my daily jewellery too. I spend most of my time working from home right here. Beside my TV screen is my Nintendo Wii setup with my friends' favourite co-op games ready for when they come over. And then on the floor below here is a box of important electrical things like headphones, and then the black shoebox holds my nail equipment. I've got really into painting my own gel nails at the moment. In the middle of the windowsill here is my makeup collection. And then on this side is a little Heisei Retro inspired display. This beautiful koi fish print was another birthday gift from last year, and then I have a framed Ochiken puzzle beneath it. The cream soda trinkets are mostly from the Pokemon Yummy Sweets Gashapon series, with Rotom being the latest released in Series 7. Again, ignore the dust, I'm moving. This area is what most people see if you watch me stream on Twitch. This trolley holds my larger Piplups and Overspill collection in the first basket, including this bathroom diorama that I still need to build. Then below it we have sweet treats and fun drinks, which I'm really slow to finish. And then on the final tier, we have even more blue Pokemon plushies. Now we've reached my full-length mirror, which is my favorite piece of furniture in my room because it opens. I forgot I put this in here, but here's my rarest Gotochi kitty charm, I think, and I'll probably start storing my jewelry in here when I get to my new house. And this is the side of the bed that I sleep on, so my bedside table here has nightly essentials such as my bonnet, my daylight clock, my Dr. Cinema roll looking after my pills. And underneath, I have some larger Cinema Roll plushies, including this iconic decor style mascot. He looks like he's straight out of Harajuku, so cute. And that's everything. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'm glad I could finally show you my sanctuary. Uploads will be a little sparse as I move over the next few weeks and settle into my new place, but I appreciate you following along with me, and we'll hang out soon. Okay, bye!